Featured artists today include Solomonic Journey, Nicole Marie Taylor, and Prafit Josiah. Welcome to the Devout Jamcast. The Devout Jamcast. DJ Iceberg 365 welcoming you to episode 156 of the Devout Jamcast. Thank you for joining us. The Devout Jamcast is a twice-monthly podcast, and new episodes come out on the first and third Mondays of each month. I want to show you just how exciting music for Christ can be. I invite you to get up, praise, and dance with us as we get started. Our first song is by Solomonic Journey. Here is Tongues of Fire.
Soul Puppy Music.
Jonah Nathan, Crusade the MC, and Liz Loha.
The tongue is so strong, yeah, it boasts great things. Don't listen to them rappers, they don't care about the kids. Beasts are tame, but who could tame the tongue? It's restless, evil, for the deadly poison. Breath like fire, makes you choke. Cause what the fire can't consume, it'll stain with smoke. So burn, baby, burn, your mouth's an inferno. Words burn as birds and hurt like sticks and brimstone. Protect your neck bone from these MC cutthroats. They live for money, but spiritually they're dead broke. They put their whole hope in things that's temporal and gain the whole world for the price it is. Show the thoughts are sterile, words they don't arrival. That's why I speak life from the pages of the Bible. Sport, now the apparel, all things are made true as we walk the road, seldom travel by the multitude. That focus be ashamed that God's appetite. Focus on the material things in life. They exploit a women and mislead our little girls. The limits of their horizons in this world. They target the head, trying to take out his pen. Waste no time when it comes to the young. So forget about the tongue with the gun. Cause the power of life and death is in the tongue. I reflect the eternal through this music. This is sacred, truth is naked. Bless it and break it. Take it and feed the thousands. It's that mustard seed faith that's moving mountains. No longer bound but driven to give them all. Trying to save these kids from the streets and its call. We can't let them fall victim. They're killing our children with words of deadly venom. They send messages like self-worth is equal to net worth. And in the same breath they bless God and curse. Living in the image of pimp hustlers and hoes. Reaping to the flesh where corruption is sown. Reach them before they grown. Tell them not to be conformed. Don't cast no stones cause we are far short. I got love for your player, I just hate the sport. I got love for your player, I just hate the sport. See them movies be ashamed they God's appetite. They focus on the material things in life. They exploit a woman and mislead our little girls. The limits of their horizons in this world. They target the head trying to take out his men. Waste no time when it comes to the young. So forget about the punk with the gun. Cause the power of life and death is in the tongue.
Our theology matters. We fall into patterns that awkwardly start with these thoughts to establish these doctrines that serve us. We lost our discernment. It's we that we please, not the God who we worship. They say that our words create God's power that we negate. Like it's ours to demonstrate. We've allowed it to infiltrate and be part of the church service. Tongues that we don't interpret. Sermons without a purpose. America needs a spurgeon. If ever the time were urgent to tether your mind to verses that measure the likes of verdict, who secularize the person of Christ to remain sovereign. No shame in the name dropping. Instead of breaking chains, you're a slave to the bank profit. Instead of teaching the text, keeping the sheep fed, you're filling with regret, unwilling to be led by the men that the Father sent, who followed the footsteps of the one and who were kept, the one that they reject. Whoa.
It's hard to speak peace when our nature is raw. The models get chores and life is so raw. But there's more to life than what you're talking about. So we're here to talk about what's all that left out. I know it's hard to speak peace when it seems out of reach. I don't refuse to pollute the air our kids breathe. Must pursue the things that build up our young. The power of life and death is in the tongue. I know it's hard to speak peace when our nature is raw. The models get chores and life is so raw. But there's more to life than what you're talking about. So we're here to talk about what's all that left out. I know it's hard to speak peace when it seems out of reach. I refuse to pollute the air our kids breathe. Must pursue the things that build up our young. The power of life and death is in the tongue.
Mama always said, watch what comes out your mouth. Mama always said, watch what comes out your mouth. Mama always said, watch what comes out your mouth.
Hey,
Mama always said, watch what comes out your mouth.
yeah. Forgive them, Father, they don't know what they speak. They're trading kingdom out for that. Old politicians and sneaks. I pray for lost souls that are caught out in the limbo. They're driven to the destination by the beat in the temple. They welcome sin in the temple and travel straight to the temple. Deep conditioning your vision with the vision and then bones. Them bones, I pray you're gonna raise like the Messiah. The enemy may spit his lies, your truth remains the light. I see the roof
the Solomonic journey. Soul Puppy Music, Captain Ken with Alpha Omega Music Studios. To every Christian rap artist that holds to the standard of sacred scripture, and every biblical preacher that rightly divides the word of truth, and everyone else,
Watch what comes out your mouth.
Tongue is a Fire by Solomonic Journey. Tongue is a Fire, Pyrotechnics remix, features Jonah Nathan, Crusade the MC, and Liz Aloha on vocals, with production from Soul Puppy Music, Captain Ken, and Adrenaline on the Wheels of Steel. This is their fourth single under the group name Solomonic Journey, and they truly sound like the collective family they claim. Each individual draws emphasis so very skillfully of the need to guard your grill and set your heart on the God who can make this discipline a reality. The tongue's fire that consumes all that it touches and stains with smoke those nearby cannot be tamed by attempting to douse it with the cesspool of societal outrage, but tongues set on fire by the heavens and the living waters that result. We as artists have a responsibility to speak life, but apart from a heart set on God, our outward manifestations will always flow from a heart set on personal gain and building one's own kingdom. Trying to satisfy the whims of the masses results in empty and shallow art. People in general love music that is self-expressive of the artists in Solomonic Journey. With only 3 songs released, that song you just heard being their 4th, has already garnered a worldwide following. Jonah Nathan begins this song by emphasizing the far-reaching consequences of our words and our total lack of regard for the younger generation who consumes their music. Jonah is joined on this song by Crusade the MC, with his fast and brilliant delivery touches more on the theological side of this spiritual principle. I cannot wait to see what this power group brings to the table next, and I know I'm not alone in feeling this way as this dynamic collection of artists continues to take the world by storm. For more information, visit facebook.com/Jonah Nathan Corno. Also, join the Solomonic Journey Facebook group, and check out jonahnathan.bandcamp.com for more music. Our next song's by Nicole Marie Taylor. It's called Breathing New Life.
I really felt God was leading us into a time of creativity. We said, let's get together and see what comes out.
You're restoring new life in me. Now you're breathing new life. You are giving new life.
Breathing New Life by Nicole Marie Taylor. I recently had the pleasure to meet Nicole at a church young adult retreat. She's the worship and media pastor at New Life Church in Pierce, South Dakota. She sent me this song they released as a church called Breathing New Life. She's working on releasing a lullaby album while working on more original worship stuff. You can find out more at facebook.com/ni.cole.lape, and be sure to follow her on Instagram at Nicole_Marie_Taylor. Our final song today on the Devout Jamcast is Forever by Prafit Josiah.
Wake up early every day. Early and I feel your grace, I feel it all. I found love, this is enough, I won't let go, won't let go. This is forever, this is forever.
We got a real love, better than the type that Mary J was singing of. Lord, I love your name every time they bring it up. I get joy, joy unspeakable. Your love so big, it's unbelievable. How you were ready to die for sinners is inconceivable. And I was in the category of those whose flesh was on fire when I fought against you, Goku. Searching for love and women were my go-to. They were my Sudoku, challenging myself to get as many numbers as possible. I needed a hospital for the sin sick, and you delivered me around 10:26. Gave you back my life, this time I'm holding on, knowing I would die without you. Yep, I am PM Dawn. You're always on my mind, that's WV. No further metaphors needed, it's just you and me. So Lord, I
wake up early every day and think about you. Wake up early and I feel your grace, I feel it all. I found love, this is enough, I won't let go, won't let go. This is forever, this is forever.
I'm feeling inadequate. Despite how I feel, Christ still my advocate. His love so passionate. Can you imagine it? Yeah. It's hard to do, like a stuck file movement. You can't prove. Forever is a long time, you got to choose. Don't snooze on the greatest love, you better wake up. There's never gonna be enough. Sex, women, men, whatever your particular sin is, it pales in comparison to his love. The greatest that ever was, is, ever will be. That's why forever will be in LUV. I spelled that wrong, but he never counted my wrong, so I won't be stressed by these unreal gods, and I won't get finessed by the frauds. I'm blessed even though I'm flawed.
Wake up early every day and think about you. Wake up early and I feel your grace, I feel it all. I found love, this is enough, I won't let go, won't let go. This is forever, this is forever, yeah. This is forever.
Forever by Prafit Josiah. Similar to the rappers Common and JC, Prafit Josiah is not trying to reach a younger audience. He's definitely confident and comfortable in his own musical skin. In case you didn't know, Prafit Josiah is not only a rapper, but an entrepreneur and family man. Born and raised in Rochester, New York, Prafit Josiah began his musical career as part of the group called Prophets, which formed in 1993. Prophets released 2 albums and a myriad of singles before disbanding in 2002. Josiah's been around for a while. He's been recording music off and on for over 20 years now. In 2016, tragedy struck Prafit Josiah's family when his cousin was murdered. This event sparked the beginning of Prafit Josiah picking the mic back up once again and seeking to have a godly impact on the people around him and potential listeners of his music. Find out more at PrafitJosiahmusic.com. Also, Facebook.com/Prafit Josiah, and follow him on Twitter and Instagram at Prafit Josiah. A bit of a special announcement. The Devout Jamcast and DJ Iceberg 365 are blessed to be nominated for the first time for 3 2022 Spin Awards: Podcast of the Year, Podcaster of the Year, and Voice of the Year. You can vote daily. Thanks in advance for your support. Voting is open now at thespinawards.com. Now it's time for our Devout discussion topic. Every episode, I give you guys a discussion topic. You send me your responses, and I'll read your answers on the next Devout Jamcast. Last time, our topic was, what is your favorite way to be spiritually refreshed? Worship, regular trips, and retreats, getting away from normal daily life is my favorite way to be spiritually refilled. Thank you so much to everyone who responds to our discussion topics. Join the discussion on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and any other social media outlet using hashtag the Devout Jamcast. Let's keep the discussion going with today's Devout discussion topic. Who is your favorite leader in the Bible? Let me know what you think by tweeting me at Devout Jamcast or by using hashtag the Devout Jamcast. You can go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/thedevoutjamcast. You can also send me an email to thedevoutjamcast@gmail.com. I'll do my best to read your response to the discussion topic on the show next time. Don't forget, you can watch the Devout Jamcast on YouTube one day before the audio-only version. Subscribe at youtube.com/iceberg365 ministries. I'm also a news anchor for RYC Praise News and do weekly reports every Monday. Check us out at facebook.com/RYC Praise News. I'm always on the lookout for music. If you are an artist or know an artist who does any genre of Christ-focused music, I'd love to feature their music on this show. Give me a shout at thedevoutjamcast@gmail.com for info on making that happen as well. Thank you so much for listening. Tune in to the next Devout Jamcast, July 18th.